We are live from the very soggy FedEx St. Jude Championship, where round 2 is currently under a weather delay. Good evening, I'm Joe Birch.
I'm Kim Clark. We have crews scattered throughout TPC Southwind and will continue to be your championship headquarters all weekend long.
You know, Ron Childers, this was an unusual storm. We're about to go to you, our chief meteorologist, who's on campus here at the TPC Southwind, and this storm moved from east to west, not the usual way it does. And I want you to know our team here of technicians and engineers turned our tent around. You're looking at across this grass here at the 9th fairway. Oops, Ron, we're gonna get to you as soon as we can. That's the 9th fairway back across over there, and that's FedEx World Headquarters beyond that in those buildings there, and then Hacks Cross Road.
And it was it was like Land of Lakes out here just a few moments ago.
That's
but
right.
As I heard Ron mention earlier during some of earlier coverage that this golf course drains beautifully. And if you look now, you wouldn't know that it had rained like that unless you were here when it happened.
Absolutely true, and that's because they just redesigned all the greens, and they are designed to drain just like that for just this situation.
Well, now the big question is what happens next? Is what happens with play? Round 2 was delayed. What happens? We're still waiting to find that out.
Indeed we are. But Matt Infield is on campus for us. We're going to get to our chief meteorologist. Matt, tell us what's going on where you are.
All right, guys, we are very much in a holding pattern here at the Media Center at TPC Southwind, as we have been for the last hour and a half. Play delayed at 3:31. We heard the horns go off. About 20 minutes later, the rain really started coming down. A quick story, saw Petty Hardaway on our special coverage at Action News 5 at 3:30. I was walking out of the tent with Petty to come back to the Media Center. Right as it started to rain, you could tell it was starting to get heavier. And I said to Penny, "You still got your running legs?" And he was like, "When it rains, I do." Got back to the Media Center. It started downpouring pretty quickly there afterwards. And we actually saw, second time I've experienced it here, it started flooding inside the Media Center just a little bit, but it was coming down really heavily. Some standing water seeped in through the doors. It's gotten much lighter now, but there is a ton of standing water on this golf course. And listen, I'm not an expert on drying golf courses. I would just say I would be very surprised if play resumes at any point the rest of the day. We still have not gotten any official word from the PGA just yet, but with only 11 groupings left, again, I think the next time we see golfers on this course will be tomorrow morning, but as soon as we get official word, we'll keep you updated on the air and online. But for now, inside the Media Center at TPC Southwind, I'm Matt Infield, Action News 5.
All right, thank you, Matt. And we turn now to another one of our reporters on scene.
That's right, Griffin DeMarais, and you're hanging out with some fans, I understand. How are they doing? How's everybody doing?
Guys, the mood is kind of taking a turn. Earlier in the day, obviously a lot of juice. It was hot, but people were excited. Now this is really what you get. You get people standing around inside just waiting. And that's because, like Matt said, play's been suspended, so people have had to get creative and figure out what they're going to do. A lot of people waiting in the fan shop, a lot of people waiting here at the hub. We've slowly seen crowds start to brace the elements, kind of start to make their way to the exit, kind of going off what Matt was saying. Maybe they have an idea that things might not be picking up, because we are starting in the last 20 to 30 minutes seeing a lot more people go from waiting to leaving. So that's going to be an interesting thing to see as this night progresses, as we wait for the PGA to hear. But like Matt said, just looking out on the 18th hole, you got the big sign right there on the 18th fairway. Play is temporarily suspended. A bunch of standing water really everywhere. So again, only time will tell. Only time will tell to see kind of where this goes from here. Just a waiting game as we wait for the PGA to respond. We're going to see how people respond throughout the day, but we'll have more updates as the things progress, guys. Back to you.
All right, Griffin, thank you very much. You know, one of the things that I found interesting was we heard thunder before we really saw the dark clouds, and then we saw the dark cloud, and moments later, boom.
That was 3:31 p.m. They delayed play, but we went on with the show at 3:30. We did special coverage, and our sports director, Doc Holliday, stood in the rain with our head coach of the University of Memphis Tigers, Penny Hardaway, and they did a splendid interview while they were getting rained on. I don't know if you could tell that if you happen to see it, but we've got it on tape.
Yes, we do, and we have our chief meteorologist out there too, standing by to tell us what happened. Ron, what happened?
You guys, listen, I saw the first lightning strike that caused the delay in the play right around 3:30. We were coming out, and we were at the pit, saw the cloud-to-ground lightning, and I told our crew they're going to call this in a bit. And sure enough, shortly thereafter, it came down. I am holding Michael Welch's phone right now, all right? There is a he's got a picture of flooding. I don't know if, Darren, you can see this. We were talking about, Matt Enfield was talking about the drainage here at the course. Michael is head of all of the carts, and he's been going around checking everything out, and there's been some major flooding on just the cart path. So I can't even imagine what we're seeing on the course itself. So right now, the rainfall is lightening up just a bit. Basically what happened, we had outflow from storms that were coming out of Fayette County, and the outflow from the rain that was coming down in Midtown. It converged right on top of us, and that's what just brought the rain down in buckets. So hopefully play will get back underway, but right now we've still got light rain coming down. We are live in the Patriots corner right now at the TPC at Southwind. Joyce, back into the studio to you.